Niger. Let's return to that Convention People's Party story. Like I said earlier, they're looking to target more youth to join the party. Speaking at the launch of the party's 69th anniversary, Chairman Dr. Edmond Dele said, as future leaders, the youth should be educated on the tenets upon which this country was built, something he says only the CPP can do.
The way for Ghana is that bring CPP back. We are the people who have this knack for this thing, our unity, our openness, our power to discipline people who are in the party. Because in Nkrumah, and that's what he said, and the capacity to involve all people.
Must the CPP necessarily come to power before we see all these things you are talking about?
If you don't come to power, what can you do? You can only be talking. They won't listen to you.
Yeah, sure.
They won't listen to you. What are you saying? If you are not in power, how can you do this? Okay, we can talk, but they will ignore us.
So how are you strategizing to come to power? Because you saw your performance in the last elections.
Yes. We are strategizing, and that's what we have started. And we are going on the ground to tell people. Let me tell you that we have started registration, but it is open to all Ghanaians.
So people are calling on the CPP to come on to power?
People are calling us to come. And in fact, I said it even when I was chairman 8 years ago, when I went to Koforido, I said, those of you in the NDC who are members of the CPP, this is the time to come and rally around.
Okay. So on the 69th anniversary of CPP, what's your word to Ghanaians?
Ghanaians, CPP is back, and back in full bloom. That it is the only party which can bring you justice. It's the only party which can serve the ordinary man. It's the only party for the workers, because we are always united to the sufferings of the workers. And we created the TUC. We created the Builders Brigade. We made sure that every Ghanaian has something to eat, some work to do.
What's your theme for the anniversary, and what are you doing differently from the other anniversaries?
What is the youth? The power lies in the youth. We elders can guide them, but we want to push them, train them, educate them, let them know about the history of Ghana, because we are growing. We don't want to leave the party and go without. Nkrumah took me when I was a young pioneer in 1962. I'm 75 and I'm still in the CPP. So it shows the training of the youth. If you are able to train them, everything will go, but what was put on me will never go.
All right, let's have a very quick chit-chat about the CPP and its future. Well, they say that they are the only people who can inculcate into Ghanaian youth the tenet upon which this nation is built. Joining me in the studio now is the acting national youth organizer of the party, Nabila Basiru. You're welcome.
Thank you.
Also here is Yerimambo Moses Ambing. He's the Greater Accra youth organizer for the party. Gentlemen, you're welcome.
Yeah,
so
it's
your anniversary, the party's anniversary.
Yeah.
So that makes you look so proud.
Yeah, of course we should
and
be.
you seem to feel really proud about the party.
Of course we should be.
We should be because we give birth to Ghana.
Is it?
Yeah.
And what do you say to those who say that you gave birth to Ghana, but where are you? Where is the party that gave birth to the country? The country is existing. Two other stronger parties have taken over. Where is the CPP?
Where are our grandparents? They give birth to us. We are proud of giving birth to Ghana.
Yes, but what is there to show for the CPP?
A lot.
Tell us about it. For which reason you want to entice the youth? How do you even intend to entice the youth? And what is there to show after all these years of CPP?
Well, we have come afar as we are celebrating our 59th birthday today. This tells Ghanaians.
Hold on, is that 69 or 59?
69.
Yeah.
That tells Ghanaians and then the world at large that the Convention People's Party is the longest, one of the longest political parties in Ghana. That took Ghana to independence. If you look at the history, you realize that on the 12th June 1949, this party was formed at Salt Pond. And that was done with the help of the youth and then the women. When the then former president, first president of the Republic of Ghana, Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, broke away from the UGCC to form the Convention People's Party. And then he had that success because of the teeming youth that gave him their overwhelming support and the women to take the mantle of the nation, and then won independence for Ghana. So that is why I earlier once said that we are proud. It doesn't matter where we are in the political scene.
It doesn't matter?
It doesn't matter what we are proud of. The name of the Convention People's Party and our achievement can never be erased in the history of Ghana, Africa, and the world at large. Nobody, absolutely nobody can do that. And that is what I said. We, the Convention People's Party, more especially the Youth League of the Convention People's Party, are proud of that, because wherever we are and wherever we found ourselves and articulating our activities, they will mention that we give back to Ghana, and we are proud of that.
What is the state of the CPP now, and what is the future?
Yeah, okay. Before I answer that, we have to go back in history. That what happened to the CPP?
Unfortunately, we don't have a lot of time to go back
but I want people to also appreciate
the future,
to appreciate what happened to the party after 66, where the party was banned to partake in any active politics. You should also recall that it was just in the year 2000 that we had the name CPP back in court, where the CPP took part in presidential elections. So you could see the gap that was created. It was even criminal at a point in time to belong to the party called CPP. So let's viewers also appreciate what happened through those years. Okay. So after all that, we are saying, look, it is clear now we've given opportunity to our brothers in the NDC and the NPP. But Ghanaians in their own wisdom have seen the yardstick, and they've seen what they can measure them with. So moving forward, we are not even the ones saying that, look, Youth 1, A, B, and C, come and join us. They have seen the truth. They've seen the light. They've seen that, look, we give the opportunity to the NDC and the NPP for the past 24 or something years, 25 years now. And you could see that the value has been the same. They can't see the difference between even the NDC and the NPP. And now, even by the courtesy of the NDC and NPP, they've even tagged all politicians as corrupt and as the same, that we cannot give solutions to the problems the masses are facing. So the NDC and NPP have even given all politicians a very bad name. And that is even one thing we are battling. But you see, the good people of this country know that, look, these people have done it before. We did it. Whenever we go by the time, oh, those things are in the 60s, it is past. But we are telling people today that Nkrumahism is still relevant. If it is not relevant, we will not have a sitting president who is also promising one district, one factory.
I don't think it's more about the relevance of Nkrumahism. It's about the relevance of the CPP as a party. It's not about Nkrumahism. Because if you look across the parties, everybody seems to have a little bit of Nkrumahist characteristics. So
but
it's not the issue. It's not the issue about Nkrumahism. Anyway, you're looking to attract a lot of young people. And I'm sure that the party has been able to attract you, young people here. Or did you grow up in CPP families? No. So they attracted you. What is the strategy going forward? Before we wrap up this conversation, what is the strategy to attract the youth? The last time I spoke to CPP, I spoke to Chairman Edmond Dele.
That's right.
He indicated that you are going through a rehaul of your registration system. You've overhauled, I should say, your registration processes, and you're adding more people. How is that process going, and what is the strategy going forward to attract the youth? Do they even find the CPP attractive?
Yeah, they do. Yeah. I think we have outlined a number of activities as a youth wing of the party. And then one of the activities is to get our youth onto a database system of the Convention People's Party. Okay. Because if you look at the past... No, I've actually had that in conversation already. So we know that the database is being developed, but how far are you with it? How is it coming? Yes, I think we are working day in, day out at the party office. Number of young guys are joining the party. If we should tell you the database of the party as it stands now, when we launch the project, you'll be amazed.
What's the number?
Maybe off-head.
No, but you will have an idea.
No, if you want to have
an idea, I can give you a raw figure that since we even launched it, we have over 2,800 people. 2,800. And people come into the office with frustration that what is happening in this country, that we must ensure that the CPP rise again. So the people are bringing the vim and the vigor. So that is the good news here. So you understand? So this time around, the CPP, it is very strategic now, because the people have realized what it is about the NDC and the NPP. So the work we are even doing, we are not even going out there more. It is the people who are even chasing the CPP. Look, we have to ensure that the CPP rise again. I'd like for him to end his point, the point that you were making, so that I come to you for your final words, both of you. So the point we're making is that the digital, is it the digital database? The database system, you're working day in and day out to register more people. But then you're talking about the plan,
the strategy to attract the young people into
yes, yes. I think one of the strategic plan we are using to attract the youth of the country is we are calling on the youth. We are telling them that it's the only Convention People's Party that they can find their political fortunes. Because if your life should lie between the NDC and the MPP, you end up being a waste material as the NDC and the MPP are.
Oh dear.
And it is only the Convention People's Party that you can find what you want, what you think the economy should is, what you think you want as individual, and where you want the country to be. And this message has gone down to the ordinary Ghanaian, the ordinary youth, who is far as singer in my constituency, because they have been able today to read between the two lines, between the NDC and the MPP, and they've realized that the two parties can never offer them the alternative that they want. Okay. Because if you look at the history of this party, if you look at the plan, the 7-year development plan of the Convention People's Party, what we strategized in the plan during the era of Dr. Kwame Nkrumah was to build and inculcate discipline into the Ghanaian youth. But let's ask ourselves today, do we have the discipline in our youth? More especially we, the young ones in the political parties. I am not here to tell you. You are aware of what is going on within the NDC and the MPP.
All right. So
vigilante here, vigilante there. So we, the Convention People's Party, are telling the youth that we are not in that line. We are of different
you're of a different breed.
Yes, we are of different dimension.
And for which reason they should join you?
Yes, they should join us.
Okay.
They should join us because we think we can take the country from zero to where we want it to be.
Very well.
This message is going down to the Ghanaian youth. And that is why some of them, those who are frustrated with the NDC, those who are frustrated with the MPP, and those who are frustrated with the corrupt nature of the NDC and the MPP, are running to the Convention People's Party as an alternative to survey the west of this country.
Let me give you, Mambo, the final word, and we wrap up this
So as the National Youth Board said, that has been the strategy. And when we go to the people, you see some of them are throwing their hearts in despair. Now look, is it the case that you guys too, we hope when we join and we also put in the effort, we are not going to behave like them? I said, look, we have the track record. We've done it before and you've seen what we can do. So now the message is clear that for us to succeed, there should be a revolution. And the revolution, we are not talking about guns and cutlasses. We are talking about revolution of the mind. When Nkrumah said, look, revolutions are brought about by men who act as men of action and act as men of thought. So this is the message we are pushing to the youth, and they are buying it, and they are saying, look, this is where our political future lies, and we have to do everything possible to bring the CPP back. And the message is simple: that look, the NDC and MPP, we have to get rid of them. And today, I dare to tell them that it is game over.
Game over. That is what the CPP is saying as they commemorate 69 years of existence. Thank you very much, gentlemen, for coming. I've been speaking to the Greater Accra Youth Organizer of the CPP, Yerimambo Moses, and of course I've also been speaking to Nabila Nasiru. Nabila, that's correct, right? The acting youth organizer of the party. They say that the CPP presents the best alternative between the NPP and the NDC. Thank you very much for coming, and happy anniversary to the CPP.
You party card soon.
Yes, we want to invite you to come to the office so that we can get you a
party card.
Yes.
Okay, I'll discuss
because
with the
you have to be part of the struggle. Don't wait for us to be into
every
the
man and
woman
Very
when you join. Be on the fence.